Well, first of all, congratulations on the win. I'm sure that this is kind of has mixed emotions. You have a win, but it's against somebody that you really love. What are the feelings like right now?
Like not happy, you know. This is weird. I wake up today like not like normal, you know. My all fights I have like 30 fights, 30 professional fights, like more 50 amateur fights, you know. But today, like I wake up like very very sad for this fight, you know.
Is there any anger at the PFL for even making this fight?
Sorry,
Is there any anger at the PFL for making this fight?
I don't know. This fight does not make sense for me, you know.
There wasn't a lot of razzle dazzle in this fight because, and you're fighting a friend, and you guys probably were holding back a little bit. Um, do you think going forward is it going to be you're going to show a little different performance with
I
your next
just
opponent?
yes, I just was try to like hold in the my all positions, you know, like in the back. I try to take his back and like hold that position, you know.
Looking forward at the playoffs, is there anybody that you would like to face if you make it that far?
Ah, play caller or doesn't matter for me. I was like talk to PFL before this fight, before this match, you know. But I say for PFL like I want to fight against like everyone. Doesn't matter for me, you know. I fought like in 2000, like two fights in one night, you know. And for me, just like, but not against Raush, you know what I mean? And for me, like, if you like how like Craig Collar or Olivier or you know, doesn't matter. Just I just wanna go to the finals.
And last question, did you get a chance to see Clay just fight now? What do you think of that performance?
Sorry.
Did you get a chance to watch the fight?
Yeah, I watched the end of the fight.
What do you
He's
think?
really really good. He's a great fighter, you know.
Thank you.
Natan, congrats on the win tonight. You did mention that it was weird being in there against someone who you consider like a brother, training partner, and godfather to your children. What was your feeling inside of the cage? Were you pulling punches at all? What? Walk me down through how you were feeling in it.
I not like deserve to the fight against him, you know, like like in the first round I was like not nervous, you know, but I was like, you know, try to fight, but you know, like this is like very different to training and to fight. Like we like did like 200 sparring sessions, but this is not like fight like for everybody, you know. This is very weird. But I was not nervous, but I was trying to fight, you know.
Did you get a chance to speak to him after the fight?
Sorry.
Did you get a chance?
Yes, I was speaking with him like in the backstage.
Mm, how was his feelings
I
towards?
feel bad, you know. This is like weird. This is like very weird. Like the people's like watch the fights, they like don't know how hard is fights against like a friend or like a brother, you know. This is really really hard. Maybe I like we have like like in the playoffs, okay, we can change, but in this situation, brother, this is weird, you know. I was talking to him, I was talking to my coach about this fight, but today I'm not happy, you know. Not for the fight, but I'm not happy for the situation.
And lastly, for me, obviously in the UFC there is Aljamain Sterling and Marab, who are also teammates that refuse to fight each other. We spoke to Solomon Renfro earlier, and he mentioned the same thing. He wouldn't want to speak to fight with Shane Burgos since they both fight at that same weight class. What would be your message to the PFL, just moving on in the future, given that we have a couple of matchups that could be made who are fellow teammates?
Sorry, can you repeat again?
Of
This is a
course.
bit-
What would you say to the PFL, or what would your message be, given that we do have some fighters in the same weight class who train with each other?
Yeah, this is like if I like in the first PFL, in the first season of PFL, I fought in like with Jason High. He's my was my partner train that time, and Hashid Magmedov. I fought against all these guys, but this is not like a brothers, not like a really really best friends, you know. And for me, it doesn't matter that time, you know, that fight. But with like this situation, like a brother, you know, this is like so different. Like the same situation with Aljamain and I forgot the name.
Merab.
Yes, Merab. You know, this is weird. I don't think they gonna fight. You know, like a serious. You know.
Thank you.
Right over here.
Natan, shifting this, you've clinched the playoff berth. How's it feel to get back into the playoff?
I'm feel bad, but the same time I'm feel a little bit like fine because now I came back to the playoffs. Not like the last season that I won, but this is just one fight and go to the finals. This is better.
Was there any sort of doubt that crept into your mind the last two seasons that you didn't make the playoffs?
Yes, I was like nervous that this fight, but I'm a little happy, for going to the playoff now. After 2 years, 2001 and 2022, I almost went to the playoffs, but yeah,
And last question for me, what message do you have for any future opponent in the playoffs?
uh, they don't stop me. Now I'm gonna to like finish, or KO. Doesn't matter who is next, but I just try to go for like finish. Use my jiu-jitsu, my grappling, my striking, like a really, really, really good fighter in the next fight.
Thank you.
Right here.
Congratulations on your win. Kind of continuing on from that, now that you're in the playoffs, do you feel like you're the guy to beat and that you kind of showed everybody that?
Yeah, 100%. I can fight against all these guys. You know, I like, for me, like doesn't matter who is next, but I just wanna go to the finals.
And then with MMA being a global sport, especially it's really growing the way it is, what's it like being one of those people that others look up to from your hometown, and what's the MMA scene like where you live?
Mm, can you repeat again the question?
What's fighting like back home? And,
Yeah.
and are you a role model?
What's fight? What? Sorry.
What's the fighting scene and environment like back home? for you?
I don't understand
Como
this
são os
question.
lutadores em Brasil?
A como são?
Yeah.
Como são os lutadores no Brasil?
Sim.
Yes, all the fighters in Brazil is really, really good. We have like a lot of good fighters in Brazil. Like Brazil, don't people like all the peoples don't know how big is Brazil. Like south to north. They have a lot of fighters from jiu-jitsu or Muay Thai or boxing. This is really, really good. Raush, he's my best friend. He live next to me. Like I live in the south, but my state is Santa Catarina. He's from Rio Grande do Sul. This is really, really big.
And then lastly, what's it been like fighting in Atlanta, and how does it compare to back home?
Yeah, I love to fight in Atlanta. This is close to Florida. This is not like so far, and I fought the last season here, and I have a good feelings.
Thank you.
All right.
It's obviously looking past the fight with Raush. Just what does that relationship with Raush mean to you?
Can you? Eu acho que eu entendi.
Como é tu relação com Raush?
A relação?
Hermano?
Yes, like a brothers. I have the relationship with Raush like since Brazil, not in the USA, just the USA, but in Brazil when I was training the Chinogueira, the Minotaurus brother. I see Raush the first time. I remember, I never forgot this because Raush is really, really big, and I see him like in the training. The like wrestling training, and this guy is really big, brother. He's like 185, 185. And no, I'm a lightweight. No, you're not lightweight. I remember this is the first time I see Raush. And he's like my best friend.
Baraban Jamal. So, how do you feel about potential matchups now with you versus Clay Collard, Shane Burgos? Because as a fan, I mean, that sounds like fight of the year to me. Both of them do.
Yeah, I want to fight against all these guys. It's like Clay Collar or Shane Burgos. All these guys like new names for me.
Absolutely. So, I know in the gym and the fight, two completely different things. When you and Raush spar in the gym, is it a lot more violent, a lot more, you guys going after it? just as friends, you know? Because sometimes, like, you know, I'm not a pro fighter like you, but when I'm with my friends, we're super competitive. Is it like that in the gym with Raush?
Yeah, sometimes yes, but this is the part of the train. Sometimes you train like so hard, but sometimes you not train like so hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in the wrestling training or jiu-jitsu training or sparring sessions. You know, we train like 100%. You know, but like fight it is weird. I don't know explain how I feel now, but this is very weird.
So, Natan, not only are you a former champion, multiple time champion in PFL, but you have a reputation for being one of the most exciting fighters in PFL history. Does that mean a lot to you?
Yeah, I'm like going to like forward all the time. Not this fight, you know, but all these fights I try to do my best, you know, and try to finish like before the end, you know, and that's my style, like aggressive, you know, try to like finish all the time, you know.
So, your name, Natan, in Hebrew, it actually translates to a gift or a present. Is that what it means?
Yes.
Nice. All right, bench.
Thanks so much.
Okay, anything else? All set?
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.